Old Dominion. What the heck is going on in Virginia? As you might know, the new anti-gun majority in the state was recently sworn in, and major gun control is on the agenda. Michael Bloomberg spent millions of dollars in Virginia to mobilize less than 5,000 voters in strategic districts, and that was enough to change the legislature to Democrat control. So Democrats say they implemented a strategic pilot program in Virginia during the last election, and now because of their electoral success, they plan on expanding the program to a dozen swing states this November. That means your state could be next. And that's one reason we need to crush their advances in Virginia to stem their momentum going into other states. Now in Virginia, the grassroots pressure from GOA and our friends at the Virginia Citizens Defense League has been very, very intense. And there's indications that it's already bearing fruit. There's at least one report suggesting that some legislators are reconsidering their support for gun control. That would be fantastic. Obviously, it's still too early to tell. Regardless, gun owners can't let up the pressure. They need to keep up the heat. In fact, GOA has already uncovered one of the governor's gun control schemes already. We broke the news that he was trying to slip millions of taxpayer dollars into a budget bill so that he can enforce his gun control agenda that hasn't even been passed yet. Specifically, the governor is requesting $4 million and 18 new law enforcement officers to enforce a so-called assault weapons ban that is not even currently law in Virginia. He's also requesting another $3.5 million to enforce just a myriad of other gun control infringements. Again, all policies, none of them are law in Virginia right now. Well, finding this out caused an uproar in the gun community, as you might imagine, resulted in a lot of media attention and packed legislative hearings where gun owners were loudly protesting this power grab. And I actually spoke at one of these hearings, which you can watch at the link on the screen or in the description. In my speech and written questions, I challenged many aspects of the governor's budget. And I asked, are these funds going to be used for a potential executive order for gun control? Additionally, GOA's staff and volunteers and grassroots members have been attending local meetings around the Commonwealth to support the right to keep and bear arms. And as I already mentioned, we've been working with our friends at the Virginia Citizens Defense League. In December, we issued a joint response to the anti-gun Attorney General of Virginia, who, despite supporting sanctuaries for illegal aliens, issued a very terse letter opposing Second Amendment sanctuaries. Yeah, what hypocrisy, right? Well, speaking of Second Amendment sanctuaries, GOA is working in states around the country to get localities to declare themselves as sanctuary counties, and currently more than 400 localities have done this across the country, and over 100 of them alone are in Virginia. Now, if you want to bring a Second Amendment sanctuary ordinance to your community, I would recommend you visit the link that's in the description or on the screen, and it's a one-stop shop for any activist, because when you go there, you can find a draft sanctuary resolution to give to your local officials, and there's a fact sheet there as well on the issue of Second Amendment sanctuary ordinances. Anyway, as I said, Virginia is ground zero for the Second Amendment right now. Anti-gunners want to take what they did here in Virginia and replicate it in other gun-friendly states. And that's why gun owners need to nip it in the bud here. So here's what you can do. Whether you live in Virginia or not, please sign up for our action alerts using the link in the description or on the screen. It's free and will give you a play-by-play on how to defend your Second Amendment rights. And lastly, if you're able to do this, please join me in Richmond, Virginia for Lobby Day. It's on the morning of January 20th. This will be a great opportunity for gun owners to peaceably meet with their legislators and urge them to reject all infringements. I'll be speaking there. So will GOA's Director of Outreach, Antonia Okafor, who she'll be speaking there as well. It's a day that you're not going to want to miss out on. If you go to vcdl.org, you can get more information on transportation to and from the event. Anyway, I'm hopeful that despite all the lies and the money that the gun controllers are spending here in Virginia, the right to keep and bear arms is going to win out. But that means that gun owners are going to have to be more vocal than ever before. So I hope that you'll join me in that fight. Thanks so much for watching.